So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell the green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Live with OCV and Friends. Tonight we're going to talk about just about any topic anybody wants to discuss. So let me go ahead and bring in our guests. First of all, we have Sean.
G'day, g'day. Thank you.
And, of course, we have Bruce.
Howdy,
hey, Bruce.
Howdy.
G'day. Good on
I'm
you,
sorry?
Bruce.
So tonight we're just going to talk about, just general conversation. If you have any questions, feel free. Of course, hey, Mike, hope you're recovering well. And Brooklyn in the house. Yo, 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 Eddie. So, with that being said, I do have a question for everybody.
What do you guys want to talk about?
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
My usual topic is said cruise happening.
Coming up in a little over a year, about a year and a half. That's a good
Okay.
That's my topic.
Okay.
I'll give you a rough guess of when it is, but not to say that I'm excited, but just a rough guess. 595 days. But who's counting?
No, I'm not counting. I'm not counting. Are you counting?
Not at all.
No, not at all. So, yeah, we're, Bruce and I have been busy getting things together here. And we're going to have more information coming out real soon with some of the activities that are be taking place. We will be having the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising 125 on board the ship.
I'm glad about that.
more details coming in. Anything new, Bruce, on your end for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise? Any new information?
Nothing new right now. We're going to be getting a new ad coming out and everything, but nothing majorly going on right now. We just continue getting quotes out there and bookings out there, and we're looking good.
Good.
So what
Good.
are we up to now?
We are up to about 48.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So if you want to book the cruise now, just remember, $125 deposit per person is required at this point. Prices, Bruce, you want to go over the changes in prices?
What's that?
You want to go over the changes in the prices?
We can do that. They've gone up a little bit, but not a whole lot right now. But you want to lock in these prices now. Talk with Norwegian. The next round, they may go up higher than what they did. So right now, our interiors are at $28.62.88. It's gone up about $90 from before. The Ocean Views, they are called to get your price. They are first come, first served basis. The Ocean Views are selling out on the ship. And so you just got to call to get the price, because we have to book them as an individual and pull you into the group, which we can do. Balconies only went up, and this one's very cool. It only went up $3 a person, or $6 total. So they are at $32.36.08. Then our mini suite club balconies are at $35.60.08. So they went up about $100. The next time so we have about a month and a half on this price, and then we'll be having to recalculate again. They may go up higher. So let's get them locked in. It's $125 a person. You're locked into your cabin, and then you don't have to worry about the price going up. So now is the time to lock these in.
Yeah, and you don't have to have final payment until July 15th of 2025. That's when the final payment is due. So there's plenty of time. Okay. Sean, what's going on out down under?
The sun's shining.
Okay.
No. We're getting a bit cooler now. There's some interesting things happening with cruising down under. We're still looking at why, what, and how. And when we do our live a little later on this evening, Ilana and I are breaking it down. There's some exciting stuff going on down under. Having said that, we're really looking forward to the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, because you know what, we get to meet up with Ricky Rocker if we can. I want to give him half a piece of my mind, but also we get an opportunity to meet up with people like Bruce and, well, Cindy, more to the point, and Ross and Donna, more to the point. And also, yes, and also people like the Captain Controversial, the real Captain Controversial, as well as a whole heap others.
And you get to meet Alana from the Ducks.
Well, I don't get to meet her. I bring her with me.
Yeah, but we get to meet her.
Yeah, that's true. And boy, is she worth meeting.
Yep.
I better.
And then Mike and Rihanna will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough, you look at Mike and Rihanna, it'll be their Virgin Cruise, so it's going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. As well as there's going to be a few other people. I believe U.C.s coming. Dewey's coming. Mitch Jewinski, he's coming along as well. A lot of people from the inaugural cruise will be on that cruise, so it's going to be an amazing event. Lots of
and Jonesy.
Yeah, Jonesy, another Aussie coming down. Jonesy, and I believe there's another Aussie as well that's thinking about coming across.
Okay.
So
And
one thing I do want to put out too, in case people might be hesitant because they, it is a year and a half out, but anything you pay towards the cruise is fully refundable up until final payment date. So you've got plenty of time. If things do happen, it is fully refundable. So you want to lock in these prices.
absolutely.
also, more to
So-
the point, if you guys are going to book on the cruise, there's a portion of the cruise that is actually tax deductible for those of you in the US. Because Helping Hands for Cruising is a 501c3. So, and there is an EIN or EAN or whatever, however you pronounce it, number that floats around.
Yeah, you will get a tax letter at the check-in location, which we'll be announcing in the next few months.
Right.
We'll be able to pick up all your credentials and everything.
Ross, you've got to be careful how you say there's a tax letter. I mean, seriously, some people might take it the wrong way. Like, bugger, I got to pay tax.
Tax deduction letter.
Thanks. That's much better.
Yeah. So we'll have a pre-cruise hotel set up with a spot to come and pick up your credentials for the cruise, for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and your access badges and armbands, as well as the letter and a few other perks.
Also, the one or two people that will not be coming with us on the cruise, we will have a meetup just before the cruise. So come by and say g'day. But like I say, it's only one or two of you that are not going to come with us on the cruise.
Yep. See,
Exactly.
Chat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah. Exactly my point. But we don't want to keep on we don't want to keep on doing. God, I had to get it right. Yeah, fixed. We don't want to keep on saying, join us on the cruise. Just get on the cruise.
That's right. Because if you don't get on the cruise, I can tell you what's going to happen. We're all going to be like this. No. We want to be like this.
Yeah, that's it. Besides, there's going to be some great music.
Yeah, fantastic.
Great music. We're going to have some great fun activities. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. You can participate in what you want to. You don't have to participate in anything if you don't want to. It's going to be your vacation along with the group cruise. But there's going to be a lot of opportunities if you want to participate.
Yep, absolutely.
So we've got the HHC F125. What other things have we got happening?
We're working on a couple other options right now, which we're finalizing. So we'll have that information soon.
Yeah, but we're working on a few different things. So,
yeah, we're just waiting on confirmations. So we will have some more information on the activities soon. Of course, the band members will be available on board the ship. We have impromptu jam sessions, so you can sit and jam with the band. If you want to bring an instrument with, feel free to do so. You can bring your recorder, Sean.
I can't pack it in. I'm only allowed my Ziploc bag.
Oh, great. Well, ship it via FedEx.
No, I'll be honest with you. I don't trust them, and the reason is, in the inaugural cruise, I brought a didgeridoo for Donovan, and it came damaged, which is most annoying.
All right, then bring your kazoo.
I was going to bring the didgeridoo, but I was told didgeridoo don't.
Yeah, didgeridoo don't. Bring a kazoo instead.
Okay.
I'll
work on that. I might just borrow your guitar. That's all.
I have an air guitar.
My
strings are broken though.
On the air guitar.
Yeah.
Mate. Do you know how much they cost?
I know.
Told you to be
way too much. All right. So let's talk about some other cruises we have going on for Helping Hands for Cruising. So Bruce, why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown of what's coming up?
Well, I know that Amy with Amethyst Hayes has a group cruise. When's her group cruise? Is that October this year, Sean?
It's October this year. It's the 21st of October 24.
And that is on the Carnival
It's on
what?
the Carnival Breeze
Out of Galveston.
out of Galveston. It's going
Awesome.
to Prosecco, Cozumel, and back in again.
And
Good. Progressive.
do you know who the booking agent is for that one?
Yeah, Amy.
Amy is the book. Okay, so get a hold of Amy, and she can get you booked on that one. It's going to be a fun cruise. Roxanne is the recipient for that cruise. So that's going to be really, really cool. We gotta meet Roxanne and Helen. She's a neat lady. So that was awesome.
You got to meet a bucket load of people in Helen.
We did. There was a lot of people there. There was on the night we had the big dinner, I think there was like 107 people there, something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
We basically took over the whole. They shut down the inside of the restaurant just for us, so it's pretty crazy. So we got that one, and then we do have our Alaska group cruise on the Norwegian Encore. That's happening.
G'day, Donovan. Ryan. Sorry, g'day, Ryan. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing? We got to meet Ryan and Helen too. So
yeah,
that was very cool.
Got to meet Ryan at the inaugural rock and roll, at the inaugural Helping Hands cruise. That was awesome. Ryan, you need to join us on the rock and roll.
Absolutely. So we do have our Alaska group cruise that's happening June 15th of next year.
Now that's bucket list for us.
What's that?
That's bucket list for us. G'day, James.
Alaska is really a bucket list for a lot of people, and this is going to be a great cruise. It's going to be, here's the thing, it's going to be the sister ship to the Joy. It's the sister ship to the Joy. So you can go on the Alaska group cruise, and then you can go on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and you're going to already know what type of ship you're getting on because the Joy is the sister ship to the Encore. So you got to get on the ship. It's going to be a great group cruise, but if you can't make it, we understand. But then you definitely got to get on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. That's the next one after our Alaska cruise.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of things. And one thing that we did that got mentioned a couple weeks ago on our live, for anyone that missed it, is that Andrew and Jennifer from Embarkation Nation are getting married on our Alaska group cruise.
I know.
A reason
G'day, Donna.
of itself. What's that?
I was just saying, Donna jumped in on the Helping Hands for Cruising.
Hey, Donna.
A YouTube channel. So I'm just saying,
hey,
g'day,
James, how you doing, buddy?
James was saying that Helen was great.
And yep, James and Cindy were there. We got to spend some time with them, which was really cool.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Bruce, but most importantly, Helen was actually the catalyst that created Helping Hands for Cruising.
Oh, is that right?
Because that was the first event that Kenny was actually observed doing something that was quite amazing.
Yeah.
And it was due to that we actually got him on board the cruise.
Nice. Very, very cool.
Yep.
And Kenny was at Helen this year too, so it was a great time. There was a lot of people there that we got to meet for the first time, and it was a lot of fun. It was great.
So now, Bruce, what ports is the Alaska cruise going to?
So the Alaska group cruise, we're doing Juneau, we're doing Skagway, we're doing Ketchikan, we're doing Glacier Bay, which is very cool. Not all the cruise lines or ships get to go up to Glacier Bay, but Norwegian's one of them that gets to go up to Glacier Bay. It's very, very cool. You're going to get really close to the glacier. And then we're doing a short stay at Victoria. I think we're only in Victoria, BC for like 3.5 hours. And then back to Seattle. So it's going to be a great cruise. It really is, and a lot of great ports. A lot of if you've never been to Alaska before, you need to get on this cruise, and you need to go see Mendenhall Glacier in Juneau, Alaska. Nothing is like Mendenhall Glacier, and you can see pictures of it, you can see videos of it, but seeing it in person, you really get the brilliance of the blues, different colors of blues of the glacier and the whites. It's an incredible sight. So you definitely want to check that out.
And one tip for Alaska is if you have a national parks pass, bring it with you, because then you get admission into all the National Park Service parks and museums and facilities with no charge.
The other tip is when you're going to Alaska, it's not as cold as a lot of people want to think it is, at least during the cruising season. And you definitely want to dress for layers. You're going to pack for layers because there's going to be times when you'll have a vest, a hoodie, stuff like that on. But the weather changes so much throughout the day. Every single day I would start with a hoodie and a vest, and I would end up in just my T-shirt. So it's a lot of fun, though. You definitely want to go to this.
Yep.
G'day, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Bruce,
what I can tell you,
Alaska sounds so much like Melbourne weather, because we can have 4 seasons in one day down under.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I can tell you is, and I found out from someone I know up there, merino wool socks, as well as merino wool base layers, will keep you warm and dry and cool when it's warmer during the day. They breathe and they're moisture wicking. It's a natural fiber. If you can't do wool, then you can do bamboo-based material. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, we're going up here in about 129 days.
But who's counting, right?
So, yeah, like nobody's counting. But we're going to be up there in 129 days. Actually, 128 days, but who's counting? We're preparing for it. And, of course, keep your eyes open for the series I'll be coming out in September, October.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, I'll be doing a full ship tour for you so everybody can see everything.
Yep. That'll be exciting. You should be having lots of fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, looking forward to it. And then we got the Booze Cruise coming up, 2.0, this year.
Yeah, the Eddie's Group Cruise is going to be a fun one on the Carnival Paradise.
That will be my first Carnival trip.
Now, where's that going from again?
That's going out of Tampa.
And then?
And it's going to Key West, Grand Cayman,
and Montego
Bay, Jamaica.
Every time I hear the name Montego Bay, that song goes through my head.
Jamaica, Bermuda, ooh, I want to take it.
I would rather hear that song than Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba.
Did you see what pair of DJs doing in this particular year?
No.
They're counting how many times they hear it on their cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's the only way that the bands can get people to sing on board cruise ship. And in some cases, I say to people, didn't you get the memo? If you sing, the ship will sink.
Yeah, well, they get the memo, then they'll go, so good, so good. Sorry. Well, I guess Neil Diamond's better than Barry Manilow.
What is wrong with Barry Manilow? Come on now.
Well, Barry Manilow is good for one thing, and this is from my days in radio. His records make great frisbees.
Ryan is saying that he'll reach out back to you soon about both cruises. He still
Nice.
has the Alaska and the RNR. Would love to try to do both. Ryan,
Cool, Ryan. Yeah, just get a hold
whichever
of
it
me.
is.
I'll put my, if you don't know, I'll give you my email in the chat.
Ryan, whichever it is, we'd look forward to having you on board cruise, mate. More of us will be on the RNR, though.
Definitely. You know, both of them. Both of them.
Bidet Nick, how you going, mate?
So Sean must have me blocked because a message came back that Helping Hands for Cruising did not allow my link. So
did not allow.
Well, there's his link.
So
Hang on,
you want
say
to
that
post
again,
it on
Bruce?
the Helping Hands for Cruising side, Sean? My email?
Your email should be there. You should be in. I don't know why you're blocked.
I don't know. It says this comment has failed to post in Helping Hands for Cruising.
Hang on. Have you got the Helping Hands for Cruising chat up?
No, I just did it in the StreamYard chat.
Okay, can you go into the Helping Hands? Can you bring up
Ross just posted it, so that's fine.
You know what I was saying.
Ryan says it's on screen now. Oh, yeah, okay. So we're
what
good.
I was saying. If you can go in there, I'll get you a wrench.
Okay.
So just do a comment.
Okay, hold on a second. I will.
And Ross, do the same.
I did.
Not in H4C.
Okay.
Just a comment in HH4C. That'd be great. Go away. Thank you. Nick, you won't be cruising. You'll be training. There's a big difference.
So, what's new in the world of HH4C?
Board meeting was held last week. There was some interesting discussion with the board. We're just getting final bits and pieces in terms of legalities in place. Other than that, we're just looking for anybody out there who's prepared to do some sort of money giving, really, donation, huge donation that would just put things in place for us very kindly. That's basically where we're at.
Okay.
I just made that comment in.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm just waiting for it to come up in the right spot that I can do something with it. There we go. And we'll do that. There you go. Thank you.
All right. So, does anybody have any questions about anything in the chat?
Mate, you already got one. All right.
All right.
I have a question.
Okay, I have an answer.
Thanks. Done. Already fixed.
Okay.
No. What's happening with Ricky Rocker? Where is he? What's he up to these days?
He's in a halfway house recovering from after he came out of the drug and alcohol clinic.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's free recovering.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I know, Nick. I know the trains but they're not on the ocean, unless you want to call the desert an ocean.
Yeah.
What's your weather there like today, Sean?
We're partly cloudy with a top of, it's currently 15 with 76% humidity, 15C.
Okay. It's what? Convert that for me to Fahrenheit.
I was waiting for you to say that, you slack mongrel. It's about 62.
I have not done metric or any of that stuff since high school.
So in order to go from you to us, subtract 30 and divide it by 2.
Sean, you asked me to do math again.
Correct.
I don't.
Mate, you're the TA. You do more math than I do.
Yeah, this is true. So you subtract 30. I subtract 30 from what?
13.
From your temperature. So if you're, say, at 60 Fahrenheit, you'd go 60 minus 30 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15 degrees. So that's what it is here.
I will remember that.
Guys, 4 out of 3 people are bad with math.
4 out of 3. I'm glad you clarified that for me.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you got to be careful with that because, some of those people are really not good with.
As the moon casts its spectral glow over the darkened waters, the RNR Tribute Cruise emerges from the depths of the mist-shrouded harbor, its silhouette a haunting reminder of bygone eras. Aboard this vessel of echoes, the air thrums with a palpable sense of nostalgia and reverence, as if the spirits of rock legends past linger among the shadows. With each chord strummed and every lyric sung, the ship becomes a vessel of time, transporting its passengers on a haunting journey through the annals of rock and roll history, where the line between the living and the departed blurs into an eerie symphony of sound and soul.
And this guy, I thought he was out of the loop.
Seriously?
Yeah, he always finds a way, doesn't he?
Yeah, but we only said Ricky Rocker once. We didn't say it 3 times, like Beetlejuice.
He doesn't need to hear it more than once. So every time it does it, I just go like this.
Yeah,
I really like Nick's answer to the whole Fahrenheit Celsius thing. And that's a good point. I just need to use Google more often.
Yeah.
Or Siri.
The problem is that you ask 2 AI devices questions and you get 3 different answers. So
this is true.
Yep. True. And if you see over here to this side, we have a QR code if you want to go ahead and donate to Helping Hands for Cruising. Any amount is great. We appreciate it.
Agreed.
Yes. Yes. All right, gentlemen. So I'm going to call it an early stream tonight. Hi, Cindy.
Oh, Cindy.
There you go, Sean.
Knock that man out of the way. Just, you're the important one. That's what I always come here for, is you, not that oaf next to you.
And Donna's waiting for her damn it doll.
Damn it doll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
It's on its way.
Bruce has got so upset with me, he wants me to get a damn it doll.
Oh, he's got a damn it dog.
Hey, Coco, I'm going to lick you to death when I see you.
It's awesome. So Nick is saying he's going to be in the Pacific Northwest next month. Should I have time to drop back down into Washington? Oh, he's going to Vancouver, BC.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, Nick, you're not going to be that far from Washington and Vancouver.
He's going to Vancouver to catch a plane to come down under. You guys couldn't even do that.
This is true. It's tough.
What's the topic about today?
General conversation.
General conversation.
Yes. So we can talk about any topic.
Any topic.
Any topic.
I've got a topic. How come Cindy has been MIA for the last 25 million ocean-to-ocean travel video shows?
Well, one of us, yes, she has, and we need to get into it.
Well, it's a work thing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You pull the old work thing lie.
Hey, Sean, I promise you, well, maybe I shouldn't say promise or guarantee, but 92% chance that she will be on our live this coming Tuesday.
92% chance.
92%.
Hang on, I got to talk. Let me just check up with her boss to find. Wait a minute. Let me just check up with her boss whether she's actually allowed to do that.
We need to, minus 32 and times it by 2 or whatever that thing is. So we translate it into your system.
Yep.
I was just trying to get it.
Can we talk about Bruce locked out of his room in Helen, Georgia?
What?
Ooh, do tell.
James
Do tell.
locked out of the room. I don't remember that.
Himself out of his room in Helen, Georgia.
Oh, wait a minute.
You did?
I did.
You did?
Because we had to go get a third key because we locked both keys in the room. That's right. Wow, James, you have a good memory. I forgot about that. Because James happened to be down eating breakfast in the area right where the office is too, and I went down to get another group key. Yes.
In fact, just so you guys know, for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, I have something special coming for us. Bottles of pineapple repellent.
Pineapple repellent.
Yep.
Are the clocks going on the Rock and Roll Group Cruise?
He's thinking about it.
Mike is seriously considering it. They will have just got done with Universal, but he's thinking about staying there to get on the ship. Ricky can't.
Oh.
So she's gonna go home. But Mike said they're trying to figure out if he can go on the cruise, because he'll already be in Orlando for Universal, so he can just yeah.
So we are going to need some pineapple repellent.
Bruce,
yeah.
Don't you dare let Clocky see the cabin assignments.
I already gave him your cabin numbers, Sean. It's all good. You know.
You can't get good help. You know that.
No, the cabin numbers will be a secret from any pineapple people.
Good.
Pineapple people.
Nobody will know.
How do we know if you're a pineapple people? Is there a test?
But Clock has this way of figuring out, even if he doesn't know. Because he will hunt you, he will stalk you, and he will follow you until he knows where you're at. So.
And then remember, turnabout is fair play.
Correct.
This is true.
And we will get him back.
Boy, will we get him back.
I think the goal, Bruce, is to find out where he is and strike before he hits us.
Exactly. What did Nick say?
He said, I lost my keys.
Next one. Nick P.
Well, he locked himself out of an Airbnb in Amsterdam.
Oh, my goodness. Out of an Airbnb, so then you got to get a hold of the bill. Oh, that would be horrible.
Charge hundreds of dollars for a new key.
Wow. Yeah. That's one thing with Airbnb. They have so many charges and stuff. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's going to be better than a hotel, but then when they add this cleaning fee and they add this Airbnb fee, it's actually double by the time you're all said and done. But he says he's sending folks to Seattle on a train in Glacier, going to Montana.
Ooh, pretty! I want to go.
And he told them it was a crime if they don't go to Pike Place Market. Absolutely.
So we learned this last weekend was the last weekend. They're actually throwing the live fish, or not the live fish, but the dead fish at Pike's Market. It's a thing. They used to throw the fish all over the place, and you get fish slosh on you if you weren't careful.
Yeah.
But now they stopped that, and they're only throwing stuffed fish. Like,
Yeah, they're not doing this weekend's the last weekend they're going to do that.
I think it was
I don't
last
know,
weekend.
or last weekend. I don't know why they're stopping it, but I'm
It's
sure
not the same. You need a live fish that you're dodging.
it's
Who
pretty cool.
wants
I
to
thought,
dodge?
I thought at the fish market all the fish were dead.
And they're throwing dead fish,
Yeah.
and it's a thing.
Yeah.
Long distances.
Then they
Last thing
show
of the fish.
there's one person that's standing in the crowd and one person that's behind the counter, and they're throwing the fish to the person in the crowd. And if you're standing next to that person, you could get sloshed with fish juice.
Yes. And then, of course, the ever popular gum wall.
The
I
gum
hope-
Yes.
wall.
What's so sad about the gum wall is after so long they'll actually clean it up. So they did that.
Yeah.
When did they do that?
A couple years ago.
A couple years ago they scraped it, so it's not as but that is a thing. And a lot of people come to Seattle just to put gum on the gum wall. It's something I think you would really, really enjoy, Sean.
You're walking
What's
through
that?
this alley, and it's just gum
Everywhere.
everywhere. It kind of creeps you out at first. You get through that, and you're like, "Yes, give me gum. I'm contributing. This is me."
All those leftovers? Seriously?
Just
ABC.
thousands and thousands all over the walls, and people make sculptures and stretch it around to spell stuff out. It's really cool.
So what you want to do is you want to come down here and have a look at Graffiti Alley.
Graffiti Alley.
I'm up for that.
That sounds cool.
Some graffiti's actually pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
and some's not. So, not that I'm a connoisseur or anything.
All the graffiti that is in Graffiti Alley is absolutely amazing. You want to come down and have a look. And then try some real coffee, not that Starbucks crap. Some real coffee.
What?
What is your real coffee?
Yeah.
Man, Starbucks went bust here. That's how bad they went.
Really?
Their coffee does
Drinkable.
not compete.
Well,
Drinkable.
partial to Starbucks. Have to,
I like Starbucks coffee myself.
It's-
That's one thing I'm excited about going on Norwegian, so I can get some
They've
real
got
Starbucks coffee.
Yeah.
So we'll come there on the Joy. We'll suffer with the Starbucks, but when you come down under, you will taste real coffee, and I can tell you, Aussie coffee is awesome. Not that
I-
dishwater cool.
When I'm in Seattle, I don't even go to Starbucks. I go to Bigfoot.
Bigfoot does have good coffee. They had a Bigfoot in Puyallup.
Yeah.
So Bigfoot, it's not as big as Starbucks, or what's the other one? The one your sister likes.
Dutch Brothers.
Dutch Brothers, yeah.
Dutch Brothers is good too.
They're getting pretty popular up here too. Although we did Dutch Brothers the time that we've done it, it really tasted burnt. So, but it could have just been people making.
Michael Ann.
Could have been the batch.
Yeah.
I got a question for Michael Ann and anybody across the border. How does Canadian coffee compare with US coffee?
Well, they have Tim Hortons, don't they?
Yep. But I want to know if that's any better than Starbucks.
Anything's better than Starbucks.
Oh my gosh. That was harsh. That was harsh.
Cindy, friends don't let friends drink Starbucks.
Oh my
You know,
word.
it's like fake Captain Foster's, you know. Aussies don't drink that dishwater.
Well,
we
I
drink-
think we're gonna be open-minded. We're gonna try the Aussie swill, try the Canadian swill against the Starbucks standard, and
Be
see
my
how it
guest.
measures up.
We got caribou down here too, Nick.
I don't think we've had Tim Hortons. Have we had Tim Hortons?
No,
I don't think we
they're-
have a Tim Hortons,
I
right?
think they're on the East Coast because I hear people talking about them, but they're not out here on the West Coast. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Michael Ann says sometimes McDonald's is better. Well, McDonald's is never better than our McDonald's.
She says McDonald's is better than Tim Hortons.
Well, so it's telling me that Tim Hortons is under McDonald's, which is, Tim Hortons, McDonald's,
Yeah.
Starbucks, way up there.
But wait a minute.
Aussie Swill.
There's a lot of difference between your Macca's coffee and our Macca's coffee, because your Macca's still use the drippolators, whereas ours use an espresso machine.
Oh, interesting.
Well, that'll give you a different result. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try it. I mean, yeah. Let's head on over, see what he's got.
We'll head on
Do you
over
have
to Melbourne.
Do you have a K-cup machine at home, Cindy?
We do.
Yeah.
We have a Keurig at home, yeah.
Go out and get some Cafe Bustelo. That's the closest thing. Cafe Bustelo Cuban. It's the closest thing you're going to find to Australian coffee in the U.S.
I regret my life.
It's got flavor.
Okay, I'll try it.
What does Burger King go by in Australia?
Burger King is called Hungry Jack's here.
Hungry Jack's, but it's the same company?
No. What happened was Burger King franchised out to one man here who lives in Perth. And the guy here in Perth took out the name and said, all right, we'll call it Hungry Jack's, because Burger King had been, somebody had taken the name here. So what he did was he maintained his Hungry Jack's, set them up, and he had them, and he still owns them today. They're not franchised like Macca's is. He owns the whole kit and caboodle. And Burger King came in at one point. They were allowed 3 stores, and the 3 Burger King stores were, one was in Melbourne Airport, one was in Perth, and another one was somewhere else, can't remember. And what happened was Burger King decided that they would go on a expansion spree, and the guy in Perth took Burger King to court and won the case. Every Burger King had to become a Hungry Jack's. So he got 30 stores overnight.
Wow.
And so Hungry Jack's is it. Burger King, they still had the Whopper and exactly the same menu as Burger King, but they are all under the Hungry Jack's name. And the logo looks exactly the same, except for Burger King, it says Hungry Jack's.
Mike and Rihanna.
So when you're in Alaska, you got to go visit Burger Queen in Ketchikan.
Did we see that there? That'd be fun.
I don't know if we did or not last time. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Place called Burger Queen in Ketchikan.
Well, Mike and Rihanna said that McDonald's current recipe is Tim Hortons' old recipe. That's an interesting fact.
And I agree, Michael Ann. I love fresh brewed coffee. It smells so good.
I know.
Yeah.
Growing up as a kid, my parents never drank coffee. And the only time we would smell it is at my grandparents' house. They would always brew coffee in the morning. So it was always an odd smell to me, but I always liked going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, so it has good memories. So
I'm getting some of our chat come in there as well, which is awesome.
Yep.
So from the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, we've got a Starbucks on that ship?
Yeah, it's on the Norwegian Joy. There's a Starbucks on it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I believe that's right next door to Mike Clock's cabin. So we'll.
Well, I think Ricky is a coffee connoisseur. I don't know if Mike drinks. I don't know. Did you see Mike drink coffee? I don't know. But
I'm not sure if he does or not.
I think Ricky drinks. I don't know.
I didn't see him drink any coffee in Helen.
But they bring their own creamer, so they
do. Yeah, they do. Ricky brings her own creamer. So
and a good creamer can make or break your coffee. So maybe it's not so much coffee we like the creamer we get at Starbucks. I don't know.
Could be.
Nah. But this is what's going to happen if Mike Clock comes in and starts his nonsense.
Are we going to arrest him?
Yep. Yeah, but if we end up getting Mike Clock early, we're all going to be going.
But if he does come, well, we got to get him back. So that's the big thing.
Yeah, because we want to get him while he's.
Absolutely, I'd be in that one.
So Sean,
Yes, sir.
Nick P says, so do you guys really eat kangaroo down there?
What?
Yeah.
You do?
Can I? It's beautiful meat.
You eat kangaroo?
Yeah, it's really lean meat. It's beautiful.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't either.
I'm kind of shocked. To me, that's
What?
kind of like eating a koala bear or a panda. It's like, 'cause
Okay,
they're just-
first, Cindy, I need to clarify one thing. Koala is not a bear.
Yeah, because it doesn't meet the qualifications.
Correct. Number two, kangaroos here are considered vermin. They're just like everywhere. So eating kangaroo is no big deal. And it is beautiful meat to eat.
I had no idea because they're cute and they're in like stuffed animal form here, and they're always
Yeah.
next to the cute pandas
Yeah.
and the koalas, and there's the kangaroos.
Don't meet a kangaroo out in the wild. They're
No?
not that cute.
No.
Interesting. Yeah, because I'm thinking it's a cute and beloved Aussie animal that you all just love, and they're like, in your
It is our
neighborhood.
national animal because you won't find a kangaroo anywhere else in the world. Here's an interesting fact for you. Kangaroos cannot go backwards.
What? They can't back up? So if
That's
you
why-
chase them into a corner, they're stuck?
Correct. And then they rear themselves up on their back tail and their hind legs kick. And their hind legs don't go for a kick to push. Their hind legs go for a kick to disembowel.
Oh.
They are not nice animals.
They're the Australian version of a Ginzu knife.
Oh. Huh. Well, maybe maybe they should be off the cute and cuddly shelf. Down
Yeah.
on the Sasquatch shelf. So-
Correct. So kangaroo meat is actually quite pleasant. It's gamey. It's red, and when you cook it, you've got to cook it quite rare. So it's just like let it feel the heat, turn it over, let it feel the heat, enough to warm the meat up, and then you're done.
It's like a good steak.
I'm just not sure I'm ever gonna, try that.
You know what?
Sounds
You know
crazy.
what? Do you eat steak normally?
I have, yes.
So when you come down under, we'll go out for a roux meal. And
A
you
real
won't know
meal?
it-
A roux.
A roux? No.
Kangaroo.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Can't
And
get
you
the roux.
won't
It was
you
mom-
won't know the difference. You will not know the difference.
Well, if you tell me afterwards, we'll probably be able to get through it. But the whole meal, it's like here for me. I mean, I love the taste of bacon. I absolutely think it's the most delicious thing to eat. But they're sentient. They know they're being harvested for death, and they're aware of what's happening to them, and it's just an awful cycle. And I'm just like, oh my god.
How do you get to that? How do you get to that? How do you get to that thought?
That the pigs are sentient animals and they understand what's happening to them.
The fact that they are sentient is one thing, right? Any animal is sentient. My question is, how do you know they're being harvested for food?
Okay, well, I'm good friends with one named Frank. No, seriously, I subscribe to some pro vegetable channels, pro plant life channels, and there's been several I don't know, what do they call broadcasts about that subject, about what pigs understand and what level of intelligence pigs have. And they're to the level of like a 5 or 6 year old in a human. And so they know they're being mistreated. They understand that their life cycle is short and what happens to them in the plant. There's some type of awareness that they understand once they're being shipped, what's to the end of them. They cry, they sob, they reach to each other for comfort. All of these behaviors.
So then I would say don't eat a cauliflower.
Well, that's true. If you hold a match to a plant, the plant knows it's about to be burned.
And if you try and cut a cauliflower from the base off after it's grown, it cries too. Based on that, so don't eat.
Well, there's always a certain give and take when you're when he knows. When I'm looking at the menu, I'm like, fish.
So
Fish don't care.
So let's have a look at the process, right? A lion out in the wild, when it goes and it catches its impala baby, and it's going to eat that impala baby, do you not think that impala is screaming too?
It is.
So but that's the way of life.
It has a fair shake, I think, in my mind.
Yes, so does the pig.
I don't know. We're getting into a weird area, but if the pigs were out there and they were in their pig herd, or whatever they call a bunch of pigs, what do they call a bunch of pigs?
A bunch of pigs.
A swine.
A swine herd?
I don't know.
A herd of pigs?
I think they're a herd of pigs.
Then, I think they've got a fighting chance, but the current system in America, anyway, is they have no chance.
Okay, so being Jewish, we don't eat pig anyway, but that's besides the point.
I eat kosher pigs, so
yeah. So if the animal is going for slaughter, if it's done humanely, that animal should be all right. You shouldn't be feeling the tears and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, there are places out there that don't do things in a humane fashion, like, for example, some of the Asian countries where they do things on top of the cage that's got the animals on it. So no friggin' wonder the animal knows that something's going to happen. But if things are done humanely, the animal realizes at the last minute and it's already too late. So therefore, have some kangaroo.
Well,
and by the way, here in Chicago, we have a place in the city that has live chickens. And it's not, they have a place that sells live chickens and they slaughter them right there.
That's a thing. But do chickens know? I mean, are they?
Well, they got pea brains, so.
Yeah, I don't know if they're aware that they're being, the whole cycle that they're involved in. I don't know if chickens, I don't know. I'm not, I haven't seen, now chicken harvesting, it's pretty gross, and but we're going to get into this whole Texas thing, with the way.
Now I have to bring up a topic that Ryan brought up earlier on. Kangaroos, proof that everything in Australia is trying to kill you. In fact, no, that's not true.
It's just kangaroos.
Everything in Australia, we're trying to kill them, not the other way around. Thank you very much.
And I get it that people have to eat, and it's sustainable to grow, swine, sheep, cow. I get it. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing. So
I'll forgive you if you forgive me.
All right, folks. Well, been an interesting evening.
Sure.
You get my wife going. She goes.
Aren't you proud of her?
Well, like Nick said, the circle of life. You just pick your circle you want to be involved in, and that's your circle.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, we're going to let everybody go. We'll see you again next week.
Live in an hour.
Yep. Just like, subscribe, share, and of course, check out all the wonderful channels that are out there, and show your support. We'll talk to you again next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.